What are some unsaid first date rules everyone should know? 1. Get off your phone. 2. Don't go with any expectations, you're setting yourself up for failure. 3. Be prepared to split the bill, this is more for women, at least offer if he insists, by all means let him pay, but by offering to split it shows you're not a princess. 4. Relax, and don't get too drunk. 5. Don't trash talk your ex, no matter what happened between you two. Save that for more serious convos later on. First dates are supposed to be fun. Always give your lady an outlet or sit closest to the exit. Make core statements: do you want to come to my place after dinner, or do you have to get up early tomorrow? Also, just a little tip, and something I've only done a few times, but is super helpful, is to send a list of food options menu, so you both don't feel rushed wherever you go and can make sure any dietary restrictions are met. Be on time, and if you are running late, use your phone and text. Too many women I've been on dates with think it's cute to show up 10 minutes later than we planned and act like nothing happened. Would you be 10 minutes late for a job interview you wanted? Probably not. So if you are interested in this date possibly leading somewhere, show the same level of respect. If you've met online, don't pressure the person too much with your expectations. God damn it, it's basically a stranger. You don't need to end up in a relationship with that person. Get to know them as a human being at first, without any exact ideas of the type of your potential future relationship. My rule is that the asker pays for the date. This still holds true even though I'm married. Sure, there's a difference between getting a bite to eat together and taking my wife on a date. I just feel like I wouldn't offer if I couldn't cover it. Nothing too private unless you're already good friends. Dinner at a restaurant, coffee at a cafe, walk in a park, just something where both parties are easily visible to other people, and there's an easy exit. You don't want anyone to feel trapped. Don't whip your junk out, wiggle it around and tell me that I want it. Worst first date ever. I booked it to my car, and he followed me to my car while yelling he knew I wanted it. Even banged on my window while I sped off, vomiting face. Wear nice underwear just in case. You say you are not the type of person who gives it up on the first date, but just when you wear your undies with skid marks or will be the date who you want to get busy with. You should listen at least as much as you speak. If you're 30 minutes into the date and you don't know anything about them, it's time to shift the focus of the conversation towards them. Have an idea of what you could do after the initial meeting, in case things are going well and you're both not ready to end the date. Always be prepared. Effort makes a good impression. Don't fake stuff or lie or hide your quirks. Nothing like pretty packaging on a product that morphs rapidly or disintegrates into something you didn't expect. It's not fair to anyone. Wash, brush your teeth, wear something clean and appropriate for whatever date you're going on, arrive on time, put your phone away, ask interesting questions, actively listen. Buy her dinner or offer. Don't act too eager. Don't dress like shit. Wait a few days to call or text. If she blows you off, don't keep trying, move on. If you're going to be late, let them know. Everyone knows when they're running behind. It's polite to give someone notice so they're not sitting there waiting for you. Don't ignore them after the date. If it went well, let them know the next day. If it didn't go well and you don't want to see them again, also let them know, nicely. Call me old-fashioned, but it's not a date if you go half-half. Also, no sex on the first date. I'm married, thank goodness I don't have to deal with that anymore. I think that the first rule on your first date is no eye-loading, meaning don't take her on a hike in the woods for a first date, you serial killer. Be yourself. Please. You're not trying to impress anyone, you're not applying for a job, you're determining compatibility. Be entirely yourself. Don't mention you've stalked your exes if you have done this. Wish this wasn't based on a true story, but it is. And he saw nothing wrong with it. Never ever let the woman pay for a meal. If she offers to pay just to be nice, don't say yes. Seems like there has been some issues with this one. Don't ask if they've been to prison, even as a joke, unless you're truly ready for the answer. In my case, she was out on bail awaiting trial. Don't try to start an argument. I've had a couple of women get angry over politics or current events and I immediately get up and leave. Talk 50-50, be well kept and groomed, ask questions, guy should pay. Open doors for the female. Do something that invites conversation. At least offer to split the bill. If the other person wants to pay, that's fine, but at least be a half-decent human and offer it. Show out your cock on the table on the first date. The female will see it and then judge whether to continue the date or not. Don't try to fuck. If it happens, that's great. But everybody's gonna have a better time if nobody has a hard agenda. First date should be somewhere public. One of your trusted friends or family should have your location just in case. Number one for me is your friend's fam should know When in the details about her date. We need to stay safe. Don't do the flowers thing for my guys out there. Legit 0% chance of working the way you think it will. Don't talk about your ex. Don't look at your phone. Ask open-ended questions. Don't complain too much. I would wait until the second, maybe third date before introducing them to your chloroform rag collection. If you can't or don't want to show up, let the other person know well in advance. Don't be a ghoster. The bill for first 3-4 dates should be split in half to avoid expectations for some action. Embrace the possibility of forming a new connection without rigid expectations. As a gated, while sex does not have to happen, it often does. Bring a condom. Be into her more than yourself, i.e., don't over-talk about yourself. Don't get sloppy shit-faced drunk. I know a few girls who broke that rule. For the love of God, don't insist on driving her anywhere if she says no. Just be honest. Sounds simple, many seem to have a problem with this one. Don't say anything that could send off warning signs to the other person. Be comfortable splitting the bill, no matter if you're male or female. Be interested in what the other has to say. No short-worded answers. Be interested in what the other has to say. No short-worded answers. Just because you pull it out doesn't mean she needs to touch it. Don't talk about how farts smell different in the trailer. Whatever you do, don't think about farting, JK. Have fun. Ask what she does before bringing up that you're a pilot. Don't be afraid of awkward silences. And don't overthink. No phone, be present. Listen. Communicate and don't judge. It's always good manners to let the lady flatulate first. Don't question her if she was born female or is a trans. Don't show up looking like you just rolled out of bed.